Y'all, it's been a while since there's been a video other than thrifting, so how about a video? This is going to be partly review and partly, I don't know, historical perspective. Recently, I saw a listing on Amazon for a 2-pack of the most recent that I know of, offering from X-Shot. If you follow me on Instagram, you may know that I at this point I kind of collect X-Shot pistols. This is the Reflex 6. This is a recent version, if not the most recent version. Here is an older version of the Reflex 6. There's also a variation on the older one, the Bug Attack Rapid Fire, commonly abbreviated as BARF, B-A-R-F, and they're all honestly pretty nice pistols. This newer one has a bigger plunger tube and more modding potential, theoretically anyway. Now I've already unboxed this and put up a stock image, but this was a 2-pack of the new, this is called the Dino Attack, new-ish Dino Attack line from X-Shot. I say line, as far as I know it's only 2 or 3 blasters so far, but there may be more. Now here is, obviously it's a 2-pack, they're exactly the same as you would expect. I don't believe there's any differences in color or decoration or anything whatsoever on here. This is, I don't know if this was made specifically with the Nerf Dino, whatever Nerf's dinosaur line was, because maybe you're supposed to hunt Nerf's Dino line with these Dino Hunter blasters. But we can get a quick kind of visual comparison of the new Dino Hunter to here. Now, actually, they are very, 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 very close in size. The Dino Hunter is longer, slightly longer, comes out a little more in front. Dino Hunter is slightly narrower. I guess they're about the same width. You have some dart storage up here on the top that you did not have on the Reflex 6. And you may notice that the T-pull on the Reflex was vertical, or I guess it depends. The finger insert is horizontal, but the orientation of the pull itself is vertical, and this one is horizontal with a vertical insert. I think I myself prefer the vertical, and the older ones, the Bug Attack Rapid Fire and the Reflex 6, also have this style. At some point I will be opening this up to see how the plunger tube compares. As I believe I mentioned, plunger tube of the newer Reflex 6 is slightly larger than that of the older one, so you should have more air volume. Now with this set you also got a bunch of the X-Shot darts. Now these are nothing to write home about, honestly. They're, by my experience, they're always on par with Nerf Elite or Buzzbee long distance, which is to say fairly inaccurate at most any distance. Now this set also came with some of the X-Shot targets, which is nothing new. The targets, interestingly, I thought these, in the package I didn't really pay attention, but I thought these were actually going to be soft foam, but they aren't. Plastic, but they're just targets, so no big deal. Now interestingly, each of the targets has peg on one side, or peg opposite, and hole opposite, so you can attach any 2 of them together. And I assume that will give you slightly more stability, but if you want more targets, you can keep them separate and they'll still stand up. The new Dino Attack 6-shooter actually reminds me to some degree of a hammer shot, because you have this faux wrap sculpted into the plastic. I like the little ticky details, and there's even, I don't know if this will come out very well, there's even little gouges from like a dinosaur claw. And that's on both sides. That's just molded into the plastic, it's not painted or anything, but my intention is to paint at least one of these, and you can be sure that that kind of detail will be brought out in a proper paint job. Now obviously this is an X-Shot blaster, so there's no Nerf, say, barrel or stock or any of that capability. There's no rail that you could put, at least I have to assume. I don't know, it's possible you might be able to squeeze something on here, but I highly doubt that it's compatible with anything Nerf has put out as far as accessories go. You do have a sling mount on the back here, and you could similarly here, you actually have 2 little bars there. I'm not sure I like this little kind of heel on the handle. little bit it digs into my hand. Now I am a fairly large human and I have large hands, so that might not be an issue for everybody, but it kind of digs right into the heel of my palm right there. I don't think I'd really mind that, but it's hard to say. One thing I don't necessarily like about the new pistol is the ability to load darts is limited. Looking down the barrel, you can fit one dart in here, one in here, and I guess you could put one in the actual central chamber. That's going to be kind of hard. You're going to have to kind of push it in with a finger if your fingers are long and small enough. But then you have to rotate the barrel in order to load more darts. I've always been a huge fan of how the Reflex 6 and the related blasters have the entire front of the cylinder exposed. You can easily top off load darts as much as you need. So even though this looks nice, that is a point against it in terms of ease of use. Now interestingly, with X-Shot's own darts, I'm actually getting an average of around 90 feet a second on my chronograph. But the other thing to keep in mind, you may have seen Blaster Hub at one point long in the past did a review where they said that these were the farthest flying darts, and X-Shot seized on that and put that on their products for many years. Blaster Hub basically had to say, please stop doing that, that's not really relevant anymore. And I think X-Shot has finally taken that off their packaging. These do fly further, but they are shorter and lighter than standard Nerf darts. Now when firing the Dino Attack 6 shooter with Nerf Elite darts and also some Dart Zone, I think they're called Super Darts, the non-waffle tip, I still get FPS ranges of 75 to 80, so that's still pretty good. Slightly better than what you'll see out of stock Nerf. Is this new blaster going to set the blaster world on fire? Probably not. But is it fun? Is it well designed and economical? Heck yeah, all of those. I like it a lot, and I can definitely see myself using it, despite the slight difficulty in loading it in the front. It is also possible that some sort of mod or paint job would involve minimizing the front to some degree, but I think it would be hard to do that and at the same time still keep it looking nice. So we'll have to see. All in all, if you can find this 2-pack or a single pack for a good price, I would recommend it, honestly. X-Shot puts out blasters that are a decent value and decent performers. And there's not many X-Shot items that I dislike. I'll put a link to where I found this product in the description of the video. That is not an affiliate link. It doesn't benefit me anyway. It just may benefit you if you purchase and like it. So needless to say, I am very pleased to add these to my X-Shot pistols collection. And perhaps you will find the same. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.